What's up, y'all? Welcome back to HRT After Dark. I hope your week was swell. Today, I want to talk about Dylan Mulvaney's new song, Days of Girlhood. A lot of people are mad. A lot of people don't like the song. And I'll be real. At first, when I heard it, I was watching the music video and I was appreciating Dylan Mulvaney. And the whole time I was watching it, I was like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. I'm so proud of her. Look at her go. Hell yes, this is trans joy, 100%. Now, the way it sounded at first, I was like, okay, not something I'd listen to on a daily basis. But the more I hear it, the more I'm like, shaking ass to it. It's good. Shut the up. Anywho, people online, on TikTok especially, not people, I'm going to say a lot of cis women don't like it and think that it's misogynistic and misconstruing. Is that a word? What womanhood is like for women. You know, I've got some TikToks here from said women stating how they feel about the song, and I thought we could watch them together because they're absolutely ridiculous. Because look, we all know that Dylan, she did her 365 days of girlhood, and that was like Dylan's thing. Like, she started from day one of girlhood, and then she made it all the way, or she didn't even make it all the way up to 365 days because people were so mean to her that she had to stop. So the girlhood thing, that was her own experience of girlhood. She wasn't like this is day 56 of what it's like for all women across the globe. No, it was day whatever of being a girl. Me, Dylan Mulvaney. Like, hello? Are y'all okay? The song was not about women in general. It was about her experience and what gives her gender euphoria. I don't expect the things that she mentions in the song to give cis women gender euphoria. You know what? Let's just watch some TikToks. We're going to start off easy, and then we're going to get just more frustrating as we go. Like, what? Dylan, are you done? Because we are. How many takes did you think she went through? What did she do? Did you just put on chapstick? Lip gloss? Yeah. The drama. While she plays What Was I Made For from Barbie, that's what all these ladies are clinging to, is the Barbie movie. Now, the Barbie movie, like, actually represented what women have to go through, which I agree with. I love the Barbie movie. I ate that up. But this is dramatic. That's embarrassing, bestie. Sorry. Monday can't get out of bed. Tuesday morning pick up meds. Wednesday retail therapy. Cash or credit, I say yes. Okay, so this says blah 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 about her own life, not a genuine generalization about being a woman. This song literally erases all the progress our female ancestors made and efforts women are still making to not be perceived this way. Nice, Dylan Mulvaney, a woman dumbing down and discounting other women. Nice. Our female ancestors made efforts women are still making to not be perceived this way. Dude, it's not that deep. Like, it's a fun song. And I don't know if you guys saw, but Dylan made a TikTok video, I think like yesterday, about how everybody's hating on this song. And she herself even was like, it wasn't supposed to be like this serious. I think from a trans perspective, all of the trans people understood that it was supposed to be about trans joy and the things that give us euphoria. But the problem is that cis women all over the world are like, this is not what womanhood is like. How could you do this? Like, holy shit, not everything has to be that deep. Why does womanhood have to be like this depressive thing all the time? I don't know. And not to mention, but a week ago, y'all were saying girl math, girl dinner. Like, y'all make fun of yourselves all the time, but when a trans woman does it, it's a problem. It's giving turf. Taking it all the way back to our female ancestors. Like, oh my god, it's a fun song. Shake your ass to it and shut up. Just like you did with probably California Girls by Katy Perry. It's the same but a trans woman does it, and y'all gotta bark about it. Oh my god. Number 4. I'm sorry, but what are we doing? making waffles in your fucking pink little pajamas? Is that what girlhood is? Is that how you perceive womanhood? Like, are you kidding me? And it's the fake sad for me. It's the tell me you just want to hate on a trans woman without telling me you just want to hate on a trans woman. Like, if it was that deep to you, you would have chose a completely different way to go about this video. Is that your dog? I think a lot of people also just saw that a lot of people were hating on it, and they saw an opportunity to get some clout on TikTok. Oh, this one made me mad. Tell me that's not how, like, y'all joke, though. By taking all of these things, like you hopped a curb, the joke that women can't drive, you yourself are making fun of it as a cis woman. So why can't a trans woman do it? And not to mention, that's not what Dylan was doing. Like, go watch the video. It's just about girly things and her feeling herself as a woman. And for you as a woman to not appreciate that, you. I don't know. Like, you did not eat with that. This one. What does that have to do with anything? Women are, one, not the only people who can have a child. Second of all, again, what does that have to do with being a woman and womanhood? Is that all you think goes into being a woman? This is not a new concept, but what about the cis women who can't get pregnant? Y'all feminists, y'all TERFs who muster up like these definitions of what it means to be a woman, acting like you're a victim of something. It's like, yeah, you are. Sure, women have it very, very hard, but so do trans people, so do trans women. Not that it's a competition, but a lot would say that trans women have it worse. Just because, I don't know, Dylan Mulvaney can't birth a child doesn't mean she doesn't know the struggles of womanhood. Summing up womanhood. Nowhere in the lyric. Actually, let's look up the lyrics. Ring the alarms immediately. We have a code pink emergency. Calling women of all ages. Girls like me gotta learn the basics. Last look. Quick change. Sip champagne. Playing catch up because we missed the pregame. That's funny. Pull up the group chat. Where you at? Drop a pin. We're doing hot girl shit. Get in. Monday, can't get out of bed. Tuesday morning, pick up meds. Wednesday, retail therapy, cash or credit, I say yes. Thursday, had a walk of shame. Didn't even know his name. Weekends are for kissing friends. Friday night, I'll overspend. This kind of hits. Saturday, we flirt for drinks. Playing wingman to our twinks. Sunday, the Twilight soundtrack. Cues my breakdown in the bath. These are the days of girlhood. In the beginning, girls like me gotta learn the basics. That right there. If I view that as something I would say as a trans man, like men like me, we have to learn the basics. Yeah, we do, because we didn't grow up. I didn't grow up as a boy. I didn't grow up as a man. I had to learn the basics at an older age. Quite literally saying this is her experience. Because girls like her, this is their experience with gender euphoria and things like that. Get the out of here with this is summing up womanhood. No, it's not. How is this any different than, I don't know, like Katy Perry, California Girls? And like, look, I'm a Swiftie. No, I'm not like a huge Swiftie. I don't know all her songs, but I love Taylor Swift. But tell me that her old music, like 22, We're Never Getting Back Together, tell me, like, not everything has to be so deep all the time. But y'all don't come for Miss Swift or Miss Katy Perry because they're cis women, right? All right, now this last one is like the most serious and frustrating one that I found. I think this woman just herself when it comes to being an influencer, if that's what she was trying to do, because now everybody hates her. I'll just let you watch.
Dylan Mulvaney will never drive to a gas station and wonder if it's safe to get out of the car. Dylan Mulvaney will never know what it's like to go on a run at night and wonder if you're not going to come back to your house. Dylan Mulvaney will never know the joys and horrors of childbirth. Dylan Mulvaney will never walk into a bathroom and wonder if there's a man hiding behind the door that is going to attack you and you have nothing that you can do because you are biologically weaker than that man. But I will never know the horrors and the traumas and the torturous things that Dylan had to go through in order to want to entirely disassociate.
Let's stop there for a second. Let's go all the way back to the beginning. Dylan will never drive to a gas station and wonder if it's safe to get out of the car. Are you kidding me? How uneducated are you about trans people? I swear to God, if you just look up trans women on Google, a lot of shit just like that will come up. Because let's do it. Transgender woman attacked. Lesbian and trans woman beaten up by a group of men. Video shows LGBTQ women attacked. Sexual assault, the numbers of responding to transgender women. Former college swimmer says that, it's just, how could you be so dumb? How could you be so stupid? You're trying to create this divide between cis women and trans women, and it doesn't make sense. Max, I'm getting so angry. Do all trans women know exactly what it's like to be brought up as a cisgendered woman? No, they don't. I don't know what it's like to be brought up as a cis man. I don't. But I'm treated like a cis man in public. Most trans women are treated like cis women in public, or even worse because they're trans. So all the that you're stating here, trans women have it far worse than you, especially trans women that don't pass as well. I feel like if you knew the actual fear of it, because I do, because I was brought up as a cis woman, I get it, I know. Seeing another person who identifies as a woman, I would just know that they know that fear. Even if I'm a transphobic or not. The woman literally got death threats for talking about a beer can. Are we being serious right now? She literally had to stop talking about her transition on social media because she was getting so much hate. I think Dylan Mulvaney is the most hated person right now. In the transgender talk, I guess. And it's sad because she's the most nicest, purest. I can't. I love her so much, and she just deserves so much better. What else does it say?
Dylan Mulvaney will never walk into a bathroom and wonder if there's a man hiding behind the door that is going to attack you, and you have nothing that you can do because you are biologically weaker than that man.
The drama. Yeah, Dylan Mulvaney will never walk into a bathroom and never have a problem. Are we not familiar with the whole transgender bathroom situation going on? Or stop playing victim. Holy it's the drama for me. It's you're pretending that you're almost about to cry too. Also, because you're biologically weaker than that man. Can we just take a look at a full image of Dylan Mulvaney for a second? Have you seen her? She's this big. I don't think that girl could hurt a fly. We're talking about biological man, her being stronger than another biological man. Give me a break.
But I will never know the horrors and the traumas and the torturous things that Dylan had to go through in order to want to entirely disassociate from himself. We'll never understand the
Why do we have to say that trans people have to go through all of these tortures and traumas, and it doesn't have to be that way? This is the most condescending way to say, I don't know what you've been through. Why couldn't you just said, but hey, I don't know what Dylan went through in her transition, so let me shut up.
Your suppressed feelings of terror that he had to go through in order for him to no longer want to be in his body. I will never understand the pain, fear, and abuse that he went through in order for his brain chemistry to become altered. I will never.
That didn't even make sense. You're blowing it way out of proportion. Do some trans people go through a really, really unbearable time through their transition, or when they realize they're trans? Yes, 100%. In order for his brain chemistry to be altered. Isn't me? This is too much.
I will never understand the depths of trauma threaded so deeply into his brainwaves that he no longer wants to be a man. The drama. Understand the horrors that he went through that made him quite physically not want to be in his own body anymore. And because there's so many things that I don't know, and I will never know, I'm willing to give Dylan grace.
That was giving Dylan grace? You are a disgusting human being, my friend. My friend Lauren. You, Lauren. I want to run it back to how everybody said that this is a bad song, whether it's misogynistic or not, that it's a bad song. Again, when I first heard it, not something that I would listen to all the time, but I'd be shaking ass to it. And look, Dylan has a good voice. She does a lot of theater music, and she's posted her singing before, and she has a beautiful voice. She came out with a song for Christmas. It was a beautiful song. The girl knows how to sing. My point is that she knew what she was doing. It was just supposed to be a fun song. It wasn't supposed to be taken seriously. She couldn't do anything really for her 365 days of girlhood because she got hated so much online, and this was just something for her and her trans community. And yet again, y'all had to take that shit away. If you don't like the song, if you just think it's a bad song, but you actually support trans people in general, you know what you do? You shut the up. I saw so many TikToks where it's like, I love Dylan Mulvaney. I have supported her all the way through her transition. Trans rights all the way. Woohoo. But this song sucks. That's not what I think being a girl is, but trans rights. And it's like, okay, even you didn't have to say that. You see all of the hate that this woman gets online. You want some clout? You want people to agree with you? Then just shut the up if you actually support her, because it's giving turf. Anyways, that's all I got for this week. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Sorry I got angry. Hope you got angry with me though. I just really love Dylan Mulvaney, and she deserves so much more than what she is given. Anytime somebody throws hate at her, I'm like, damn, she should come at him right now. Like she should just fire away. She's always the bigger person, and she always has a smile on her face. And this woman just deserves so much more. And like, I don't know, the girlies are supposed to be on her side, and the girlies are not on her side right now. But bestie, I am on your side, and I love you. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Let me know your thoughts on the song below, unless you're transphobic, then I don't want to hear it. Subscribe to my Patreon. I got a lot of content out on there right now. A lot of bonus content from the podcast. Join my Discord. I'd appreciate it. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram at HRT Podcast. Please like and comment on this video. Let me know what other content you want to see. The podcast drops on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I stream video games every Wednesday night, Eastern Standard Time. And HRT After Dark, Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, I'm going to go. I love you. Goodbye. These are the days. These are the days of girlhood. That's pretty good.